All right, let's jump right in. Today, we've got a fascinating story for you. It's about two brothers, one prophecy, and two totally different destinies. It's an incredible case study, really, about how our choices can literally shape our entire future. So, that's really the big question we're tackling today, isn't it? I mean, how can two people, starting from the exact same place, with the exact same fate handed to them, end up on completely opposite paths? It sounds like a riddle, but let's see if we can unravel this thing together. Okay, so our story kicks off with these two brothers, Simeon and Levi. And I want you to picture this. They are on the exact same footing. I mean, identical. Both of them are facing the music for something they did together. So what did they do? Well, it all goes back to a really violent act of revenge that happened at a place called Shechem. Their actions were seen as so cruel that a prophecy was handed down, one that was going to mark both of their tribes for the exact same future. Talk about being in the same boat. And here it is, the prophecy itself. It's short, but man, is it powerful. They will be scattered in Israel. That's it. That was their shared fate. You could call it a curse. Both of them, and all their kids and grandkids after them, were destined to be spread out, dispersed. The real question, though, the one this whole story hinges on, is what were they going to do about it? All right, so let's follow path number one. This is the story of Simeon's tribe, and it's a perfect example of what happens when you look at a prophecy like this and just see it as an unavoidable negative destiny. So what went down with Simeon's descendants? Well, it seems like they just kind of accepted it. They were scattered, just like the prophecy said, but here's the key. They didn't have a big, unifying purpose to keep them connected. No mission. So as they spread out, they just sort of faded into the background, blending in with everyone around them until eventually, poof, they pretty much disappear from the historical map. But, and this is a big but, now let's look at Levi, because his story, wow, it shows how the exact same prophecy of being scattered could lead to a totally different and honestly an extraordinary outcome. Just look at this proactive approach. The tribe of Levi didn't just sit back and take it. No way. They transformed it. They basically looked at this scattering and said, you know what? This isn't a punishment. This is a purpose. Their dispersion became their function. They were like the spiritual glue for the whole nation. They were spread out on purpose to teach and to serve all the other tribes. They literally turned their curse into their sacred calling. Okay, so let's pause for a second. We've got these two wildly different stories, and they both started from the very same event. This gets us right to the heart of it, right? What was the key difference here? What was the secret ingredient that sent one down a path to being forgotten and the other to a place of incredible honor? And this just lays it all out, crystal clear. For Simeon, that shared fate was a curse. His tribe's response? Passivity. And the result? They just disappeared. But for Levi, that exact same fate was seen as a calling. Their response? Purpose. And the result? They became the priesthood, totally central to the entire nation's identity. You see the difference? It all boils down to that shift from just letting it happen to you to actively making it mean something. You know, this whole story really gives us what you could call the destiny principle. It's this idea that being scattered or facing any huge challenge really can go one of two ways. It can be a curse that just dissolves you into nothing, or it can be a mission that defines who you are. And the tipping point, the thing that makes all the difference, is a willingness to carry this sacred burden. It's about choosing to find a deeper meaning inside the struggle itself. So let's bring this home. What does this all mean for us, right here, right now? Let's talk about the big takeaway. When you really boil it down, the story of Simeon and Levi it's a timeless lesson. It teaches us that adversity is always a crossroads. The challenge itself, that scattering, whatever it is for you, that's often out of our hands, right? We can't control it. But our response to it, that is what defines where we end up. That's the whole ballgame. So I'm going to leave you with this. We all face our own moments of scattering in life, don't we? You know, those times of chaos, uncertainty, or just plain old difficulty. And the question this ancient story is really asking each of us is this. When you're standing at that crossroads, what are you going to see? A curse that you just have to endure, or a sacred burden that you're meant to carry? The choice is yours.